Now, stop waiting for permission. So there's no more asking for the seat at the table. Like, bump that. I'm going to build my table, or I'm going to build the room, or I'm going to come and bring my own chair and sit down. You can build your own table. So why wait for the gatekeepers when you have the tools to create your own platform? Digital tools are accessible more than anything. When I first started, you literally could not do half of the things that creators can do right now. So it's time for you just to tap into that, literally, like things at your fingertips. Like right now, I'm traveling. As you see, the Netflix office is right behind me. I'm not at home, but yet I still find ways to do the things I love to do. I tap into my creativity. I'm writing, and I'm going to go for a little walk and get inspired by the fresh air. So it is what it is. So you don't wait for permission. You're going to knock on that door. Let me in. So stopping the habit of waiting for permission is about breaking free from the chains of external validation and embracing your own ability to create, to innovate, and to lead. This year and beyond, if you're waiting for someone to give you the green light, you're already behind. So the tools, the platforms, and the opportunities are really in your hands. At your fingertips. Now it's how you use them. So let's dive into how you can use them. Unlearn the need for approval. Far too long, creators have been trained to wait for someone else's stamp of approval, whether it's a publisher, a manager, or a brand, or even an audience. Waiting for others to recognize your worth will actually hold you back. So process this. Recognize that your work is valid from the moment that you create it. It's because you created it, it's good enough. It's yours. Understand that you do not need anyone's permission to express yourself. Just do it. Just talk. Because who are they? Who are you? Like, you the bomb. You the bomb biggity. Like, I need you to sometimes step into the mirror and look at yourself and say, I am all that. I am the beginning and the end. I am the light and I am the darkness. I am the answer and I am the question. I'm everything that I need. I'm all that and then some. Once you try that, and do it daily, even if you're faking it, because I promise you it will become true one day. Now, also understand that you don't need anyone's permission to express yourself either. It's time to rewire the mindset. You don't need a yes for someone else to start. And your yes is pretty much all that matters. So as long as you say yes, you can actually go ahead and get started. Now, you need to build your own platform and your audience. You don't need a major publisher or record label to get your work out there. Like, that's not even the case anymore. Digital tools today offer endless ways to establish your own platform, whether it's through social media, your personal website, YouTube, or even a podcast. And I've done all those platforms personally myself. You can go to tracesamika.com and look at my Patreon that I have. I have a newsletter, I have a podcast, and I also travel often, and I speak about creativity and wellness all the time. So process this. I want you to think about this. Start building your brand today. I want you to go on different platforms. You may already be on these platforms, but make sure that you are on these platforms that can actually help you control your narrative, like Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Substack, Patreon, Kits, which I actually like. Create a space where you own the conversation. So whether it's writing, sharing visuals, or posting videos, do it. And again, and you don't have to think about what am I posting. You're posting stuff that you like. You're posting things or places where you're going. You're posting your knowledge and things that you understand and you want to share. So just, you're posting you. So as you build your platform, remember that it's not about perfection, just consistency and authenticity. That's it. There's no key to it. Consistency and authenticity. Again, consistency and authenticity is all that you need. 3, monetize your craft directly. One of the most powerful ways to stop waiting for permission is to start making money on your own terms. Hello. Now, today is easier than ever to monetize your creativity directly, and I'm going to tell you how. Just a few points. You can sell your art, your designs, your writing, your music, or you can actually sell services. You can use platforms like Etsy, Gumroad, or Shopify. You can launch your own courses or your workshops where you teach about things that you know. Leverage platforms like Patreon or crowdfunding to support your projects while you're building your community that believes in your work. The gatekeepers are irrelevant. when you can create and sell directly to the people who appreciate what you do. Point blank and period. You also need to collaborate with like-minded creatives. Rather than waiting for that big break for a corporate gatekeeper or connect with other creatives who share your passion, this is what you can do. You can build a community of collaborators, like artists, designers, musicians, writers, who all can help evaluate your work and push you forward. You can also co-create projects, like host virtual events or even cross-promote on each other's platforms. You can accomplish so much more when you stop thinking of others as competition and instead see them as allies. Think about that, y'all. In our community, or just sometimes in our culture, we have this big competitive spirit where we feel like everybody really can't have it all. But that is absolutely not true. We all can have it all. We all can win, especially when we actually share the space with one another. And I do that often with my own work, with my own organization, AAMBC. If you haven't heard of that, it's African Americans on the Move Book Club. It's super inclusive to all sorts of writers, every diverse group and cultural background as you can think of. But specifically for my culture and my community, I push our stories and our narrative forward. And I do that through experiences, events, conversations, workshops. I literally am leading by example. So I'm not telling you guys anything that I have not done myself. So make sure you go to aambc.org. And if you are in the Atlanta area, we're always hosting creative writing meetups and groups and things like that. So join us. There's no excuse. I'm doing it. So the power of collaboration gives you the leverage you'll typically seek from a traditional gatekeeper, and you really don't have to do that. 5, be consistently proactive. So when you stop waiting for permission, you become proactive rather than reactive. Again, when you stop waiting for permission, you become proactive rather than reactive. So instead of sitting back and hoping someone will notice you, you can take control of your own narrative. Set concrete goals for your creative career. Concrete goals, y'all. So, and break them down into achievable steps. We've talked about this before on my YouTube channel about creating smaller steps to lead to bigger steps. So go back into my channel and you can dive into that. Consistency is also key. So create a content calendar. Commit to a certain number of projects per month and set deadlines for your next big release. Now, don't wait for validation. Just keep producing and sharing your work. That's all you have to do. And the right people will find you. That's it. Just keep creating. I know some people that have had a YouTube channel for years, and then one conversation let them skyrocket. And all of a sudden they pop in. So, but they just stay consistent for years and it works. Number 6, leverage the technology at your fingertips. So there's no excuse to not create when digital tools are at your disposal. So from AI-driven design software to easy-to-use video editors, you have everything you need to produce top-tier work from the comforts of your own space. So you need to master the tools that can elevate your craft, whether it's learning Adobe Creative Suite, using Canva, and understanding SEO for your blog. Stay ahead of trends, so by tapping into emerging tech like AI for creativity, virtual reality, explore platforms like TikTok, YouTube, where you can grow your audience while experimenting with new creative formats. So the tech is available, so stop waiting for permission to use it. And also, there's plenty of tech events. Go to these tech conferences and these mixers and get to know people. They know what they're doing. Now, trust your vision and own your mistakes. So waiting for permission often stems from fear. Fear of making mistakes, fear of rejection. The key to overcoming that fear is trusting your vision and embracing failure as a part of your creative journey. So understanding that mistakes aren't setbacks, they are lessons, right? Now own your journey. Even when there are missteps, let your audience see your growth, y'all. Like, you don't have to be perfect. Like, let them see the mistakes that you're making. Let them see that you're learning. Like, sometimes I'm even getting tongue-tied right now, but I'm still gonna talk. So authenticity is like, it's a magnet. Like, people love that. They love you being transparent about your process, and it builds deeper connections with people. So you really just want to kind of trust yourself. And the more that you do that, the less you'll feel the need to seek external validation. So when you stop waiting for permission and take charge of your own creative journey, you'll realize that everything you need is already with you. And it's really just a click away. So build your own damn table, and no one else can do it for you, literally. All right, y'all, let's dive into section, or let's say part 3, which is collaboration over competition. The old mindset of compete to win is so last year. It's all about building community this year and beyond, honestly. Like, collaboration really is the future. You need to join forces with creatives.